Sort of your inspirational recovery over the last year, and a lot of people have been very excited to watch your comeback. I mean, what was it like to be at the baseball game this year? You were out there. You seemed very happy.
Yeah,
had a good night.
There were a lot of emotions that day because it was literally the year anniversary of the shooting. But for me, it was in a lot of ways a triumphant moment to be able to kind of close the circle, to be able to walk back out on that field with my colleagues, to be able to put on a uniform, and just to be on a big league ball field. I didn't know the day before, maybe 2 days before, that I was going to start. Didn't know if I was going to be able to do anything more than just kind of crouch down. And I mean, the first two batters we were all supposed to get, and they were both right-handers, so nothing was going to come my way at second base. And just all of the euphoria that's tied to it. It seemed like after the play, when literally the first pitch, and Cedric Richmond told me they were all supposed to be waiting and letting Mark Walker throw a few pitches first, and he swings at the first one, Raul Ruiz, and it comes my way, and I have to backhand it, and made the throw, and it was just like this release of all of us. I mean, for me, it was an unbelievable moment. I mean, a magical moment that God can only provide. Yeah. But for all of my colleagues, you could see it as we just all hugged and we were crying, and it was a way of us saying, you know what, we got through the last year, and now we're able to come full circle. And that, it's just hard to describe.
Yeah. How has the last year changed you? I mean, is it deepened your faith? How are you different now than you were 13 months ago?
It's definitely deepened and confirmed my faith. I've always been somebody who just kind of kept it to myself, but I pray every night, and it's more of a conversation with God. And, as I share with people now, don't just pray to God when you want something. If it's the night before a big test, that's not the time to start that conversation. Thank Him along the way for things that happen to you that are good. And you can ask Him for things too, but have it be a two-way street. And when I needed Him, I was laying down on that ball field, and I was praying for very specific things, and He delivered. But all throughout the process of my recovery, getting the prayers from people that I didn't even know, it was amazing how much it uplifted me. I was 2 days ago with King Abdullah of Jordan, and the King and Queen, both his wife was there as well. And we meet with him on a regular basis, our leadership, Republican and Democrat. And we talk about the issues in the Middle East and the things on Syrian refugees and all of the other issues that we work with Jordan on. And I personally thanked him because he was one of those who prayed for me. Benjamin Netanyahu had called me from the hospital.
Bono called?
We talked about that. Bono called me. I got to see him 2 weeks ago. And I mean, we shared some incredibly emotional conversations about that, because for people who pray for other people, especially someone you really don't know, you might wonder, does it even help? Yeah. I felt it. And when I got word that King Abdullah was praying for me, it was, you wouldn't maybe understand just how much that actually meant to me at the time when we're not close friends. We are acquaintances who meet on a regular basis and have shared interests. Well, now we have a much closer relationship because, and I shared with him how much that meant to me. Yeah. Same thing with Benjamin Netanyahu and others. And so what I share with my colleagues was this attack should show us a number of things. One is how we treat people, but another is how much people around the world are concerned about us and care about the institution of Congress. Because you can look at polls and, gee whiz, what do people think of Congress today? That doesn't tell you the whole picture. People of this country love this country. They might not like the way it's going today, but they truly do. When you rip away all of the skin, they love America and they care about America, and our allies around the world care about us too. And they showed that. They really did show it, and it touched me. And when I shared it with my colleagues, I think it touched a lot of them too, to understand that let's keep focus on why we're here. It's easy to lose focus. Every day you're running around chasing 10 different things. There's a reason we all came here, and we all came here with a shared love for this country. Might have different ways how we want to carry out the objectives that we have, but we all love this country, and others around the world are counting on us too.